Hey, what's up, guys? Out here at the Senior Bowl covering the Saints and taking in the sights and scenes. Got the morning practice going on right now. That's the field, and yeah, the way this kind of works, media side of the field, team side of the field. So the teams are all over there, all the scouts and stuff kind of watch from that side of it, and we're kind of quarantined off over onto this side during practice, and then afterwards everyone kind of gets to go down on the field. But that is Mike Kafka's team out there right now, and yesterday they definitely looked a lot sharper than the afternoon practice. So if you were looking for like a plus for Kafka, I think you got one during that morning session. There's actually a lot of buzz about Jackson Dart too, so that's kind of been interesting. He might be somebody that rises throughout this draft process. But yeah, for us though, a lot of it has been more about the behind the scenes than what's happening on the field, because this coach search is going on in full force. Actually, even yesterday, the first day of practices out here, it was just the college scouting staff was here, and the team brass was still making its way back from Philadelphia. Now everybody's up here today. All the execs are here, and it's a little bit more of a normal scene for the Saints. They're usually out here kind of like in full force, and it's almost a home game for them compared to everybody else when they have their coaching staff in place and everything. But a little bit of a different feel right now because that coach search is going on, and that's kind of where all the attention has been. Saw last night Mike McCarthy dropped out of it. You know, and the way we've been talking about that and covering it, it just kind of felt like there was a lot more interest from Mike than the Saints had in him. And it felt like he really wanted to get down here and interview, and it feels like the Saints had their sights set on someone or something else. And I think him dropping out is just kind of indicative of the level of attention there. And I think he probably got a feel for it going somewhere else and decided to drop out of the race. So if I were a betting person, I feel like the last person to make a great impression was Kellen Moore, and it feels like that's just going to kind of be where this thing goes. Now, the Saints haven't made a decision. Nobody's agreed to anything. I don't even think a contract's been offered or anything like that at this point, but it feels like there's reciprocated interest there, and I'm kind of thinking that that's where it's going to end up. I'm told there's no plans to interview anyone else, that the field's the field, and as we've seen, a lot of the people in the field have pulled out of it. Cliff Kingsbury, Saints never made another effort to interview him again after that Washington game, but there was interest early on in that process. But you know, he's out of it. Joe Brady's out of it. McCarthy's out of it, and it's just kind of played out that way. But Moore fits that profile of the candidates that they were looking for. So if you're trying to connect dots, it seems like they were kind of really deep into the weeds on a young upside offensive coordinator, and he's the one. 36 years old. We'll see. If things come together, if he actually is the pick. I'm just kind of reading tea leaves right now, not reporting anything. So it just feels like that's kind of the way it's going. And look, it'd be an interesting choice. No connections to the Saints. Totally new thought process. Guy playing in the Super Bowl, has that Philly offense looking really good right now. Got him back on track after a weird year last year. So it just kind of feels like that's the direction things are going right now. So we'll see how it plays out. Yeah, but we've been kind of trying to figure out what's going on with that. Got a lot of coverage on our website, NewOrleans.Football. Please sign up for it. Keep it locked with us. Use the code NOF. Save 20% on your first payment.